Please don't give me hype. I'm like left cheek, write my name in ice. Real ass, real ass, real ass, real ass. Got this shit from Tina. I'm a savage.
Beauties, it's Nikea here, back with another video. If you can't tell by the thumbnail or the title, I'm doing a protective style. But before we get into this video, if you haven't already, take one quick second, go down below, click that subscribe button. Once you do that, that bell notification button's gonna pop up. Click that so that you never miss an upload. Join the club. As you can see, I have cornrowed my hair. I've done it myself. I don't know if my parts are the straightest and if the cornrows are the neatest, but I'm doing crochet style. So I have 4 cornrows in my head, and then all I did was I took my crochet hook to crochet the ends into the braids in the back, and I used some Mielle Organics Rosemary Mint Scalp and Hair Strengthening Oil along with some Jamaican black castor oil to just moisturize my scalp and my hair while it is in this protective style. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it in because I do have a style I want to do after this, but we'll see. So I've done braidless crochets on my channel before. I did like a full braidless crochet, and then I did like a half up, half down braidless crochet, and that was the last time I've done it. But I'm gonna do an actual, you know, full crochet. And of course I have Jamaican Bounce in 26 inches, and I have it in the color 4 and in the color 30. My cornrows are rough, my parts ain't straight, but it don't matter. So I do plan on using this side part as a part. I'm gonna start with the color 4. All right, this is what the hair looks like, and I'm just gonna take it off one loop at a time, and I'm gonna start in the back. So I'm just gonna pull it apart, what it looks like without separating it, and I think I'm gonna separate it a couple times. All right, that's the hair separated once. Spiral it or twist it back together in the same direction that it curls, kind of keep it together. And the more you separate it, the more frizz you are going to have. I have my crochet latch hook here. Y'all, you can even get these at Dollar Tree now. Keeping the hook open, sliding it under all the way through there. Take the crochet hair, pulled it through, it up, take both ends through it. You can do 2 knots though, or do it twice. And then see, I did 1 knot, and I'm gonna come back and I can do 2 knots. You know, that's just for extra security. All right, so I'm just gonna continue the same process throughout the back of my head. And going through the back, I wanna kind of keep it spaced out because I don't want it to be too bulky or heavy in the back. So I'm just going to place back here until I have the desired fullness that I want, and I'm hoping that I can do the back of my head with just 1 pack of the hair. In a video that I watched, I saw somebody mention like actually going under the braid, also into like individual parts of the braid, so just to keep a balance. I've been going under the entire braid, but I did see somebody suggest going into the individual parts of the braid like this. So it's the same technique, but instead of going under the cornrow, I'm going on top of it, basically. All right, here's 1 pack of hair. I think the back looks pretty full. I'm gonna leave that the way it is. All right, so I'm gonna start on the side, building up. So I'm gonna take these apart a little bit more. So probably 4 times. In the back, I did like 2 to 3 times. All right, I'm gonna start adding the color 30 because I want it to kind of be like a, I want it to be a highlight over here. So I think I'm gonna start on this cornrow. Yeah, I'm just making this up as I go along. I don't know what I'm doing. It's my first time doing a crochet like this. But it feels light, and the shape is looking good. Closer to the edge. Put it on the hook the same way and pull it through. And instead of putting both sides through, I'm only gonna put 1. So I'm just kind of like going through looking and placing and just seeing how it's going to look as I go. And I'm going through like some of the hair that's at the base too, just to make sure I get the fullness that I want. I'm just gonna keep with this and see how it goes. I do like the way these colors look together though. going back to the 4, filling the gaps right here. Hey y'all, I'm just popping in for a voiceover because my husband was in a meeting while I was doing this part. But I'm just going through and trimming this and framing it to my face. Like, there's no particular rule, and it's super easy to do curly hair. So I was just cutting off the straggly ends, pieces that were too long. Honestly, I could have just left it like this and cut a few short pieces, but I did want a particular shape and have a particular look in mind. So I'm just going through and trimming it. And then you'll also see me pulling my hands through my hair, and that's to get like loose hair and to get any of the frizzies off. I didn't want it touching my shoulders. I was trying to give like a curly bob fro look. So I wanted a nice full fro. I wasn't going for length. I was more so going for fullness. Then I'm just going through and adding some pieces where I see necessary, especially on the front, because as you can see, there's a lot of hair showing. But here I am just going through and pulling out any strings or hair pieces that were left behind, really running my hands through it and still trimming and working it to my liking. And as you'll see towards the end, I actually wound up wearing it towards the front for my actual party. All right, y'all, this is my style all done, installed. I went back on this side and added the darker color because I didn't have it before, so it kind of looks more balanced. So now I feel like if I wanted to, I could maneuver this and wear it forward, and then I would just kind of cut it a little more. But you can play with this, fluff it out and whatnot, so you can wear it forward and however you do your parts. Definitely need to make sure your cornrows are tight. I'm not the best cornrower, so yeah. So I actually had to take like a bobby pin to kind of lift this cornrow up to close that. And it is going to be frizzy, but I feel like that helps it look more natural. I did go back in the front here and add some pieces like this one, and I didn't separate it until after it was in my head. And I know it's not perfect right now to where I want it, but it'll get there. Also, y'all, here's the side. Boom, boom. The back. And I'll be sure to insert some pictures from like my party so y'all can see like the whole look or the final look together, because I'm sure that I'll tweak this some more. But that is it for today's video, beauties. Make sure you stay on the lookout for my birthday party vlogs. Those are coming. Thank you so much for watching. But before you go, make sure you go down below, click that subscribe button, and right next to that, click that bell notification button so that you never miss when I post. Like I always say, it's free, it's easy, and it's fun. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
No comparison. No.